Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to talk about Primaris Marines. Yes, this is something I've never done on this channel. I'm super looking forward to doing it. Now, for those of you who know, I am a massive fanboy when it comes to Primaris Marines, but there is some stuff that I actually hate about them. Is hate too much of a strong word? I don't think so. I think hate is the right word to use in this video. So let's jump in and let's discuss them. So let's start with the biggest fish in the pond, and that is the introduction of the Primaris Marines. Now, a lot of people dislike this. A lot of people who prefer the normal Marines, this is where their biggest gripe is with the Primaris Marines, and that is how they were introduced when Rebooted Guilliman was woken up, Belisarius Crawl, all that kind of stuff. And I have to agree, on some kind of levels, the story felt rushed. It felt a bit bizarre. It felt like they shoved it in our face without any kind of warning, any kind of anything to prepare us for this. Basically, what happened, Guilliman commissioned Belisarius Call to start producing these Primaris Marines thousands and thousands of years ago, and when Guilliman eventually basically got his throat cut open and he got put into stasis, Belisarius Call basically just kept doing it. He kept making them and, you know, preparing for the so-called return of Guilliman so he could unleash these brand new designs. So this was basically all happening in secret. No one knew this was going down except Belisarius Crawl. He was deep away in his own little factory. I think it was underground, if I'm not mistaken. He had thousands of these basically test tubes. He was making the armor, all that kind of awesome stuff. But it was all kept in secret. And when Rebooted Guilliman was resurrected and he was given the armor and he was basically returned to the Imperium, Belisarius Call showed up and he basically had an army prepared for him. It was pretty much like in the Clone Wars when Obi-Wan stumbles upon the clone army and it's like, oh, we've got a clone army now, here you go. That's what it was basically like with the Primaris Marines. It felt oddly out of place, it felt absolutely rushed, and the lore attached to the gathering storm of these guys appearing just felt absolutely awful. Luckily enough for us, Black Library have taken the reins over this matter, and they are now producing some Primaris-centric novels which actually focus on the Primaris coming into the Imperium, joining these chapters which some don't like, and there's the conflict that goes on between it, which explores it, which gives these chaps more character. So that is something which is great for me, and I'm super looking forward to reading some more. Now, the next thing I absolutely hate about Primaris is how big and fat they appear to be, because for some reason they cannot fit in certain types of transportation vehicles, which really irritates me. For example, a Primaris Marine cannot fit inside of a Land Raider. I think most of it's down to GW wanting to sell Primaris-based vehicles, aka the repulsor tank, which they market as a transport and tank, which is basically a concoction of the most awful idea you can ever think of, because when you put it on the bloody tabletop, people look at it as a battle tank, so it takes like 2 bloody wounds, and it's no longer a transport because it can only move like an inch because it absolutely sucks. So I think about this in the most logical way possible. Do you know what? Screw the repulsor, I'll have this as a main battle tank. It works okay, like that. I know, I'll put my guys in a flyer. Nope, what do you say? I don't have any options to put my guys in a flyer? Oh yes you do, sir. You have to buy a Thunderhawk. Okay then. So for me to put my guys in a flyer and transport them across the board, I have to spend at least, what, 400 plus pounds? And maybe take these guys in a game which has at least 2,000 points so I can bring my bloody Thunderhawk? No, screw that, I won't be doing that. I know what I'll do instead. I'll put my guys in a Land Raider. That'll work, that's a nice little transport system. What do you say? No, I can't use that either? Why not? Apparently because I'm too big and I'm too fat. But Custodes can fit in it, who are much more bigger than a fucking Primaris Marine, but my Primaris can't fit in it.
Good. I want you to say, I'm angry. It's okay. I'll process my anger. I love myself. Woozah.
Now, the next thing I hate about Primaris Marines is some types of their armour. One of the different types of armour that I absolutely despise is the Reaver armour. Now, I get the whole Reaver concept of being stealthier, you know, bolt pistols, knives, chopping your head off, shooting you in the head. I love that. I love all that kind of stuff. But when I look at their armour, I just think of tactical socks. That's all I can think of when I stare at their legs. It looks so skinny. It looks like someone has just got knee-high socks on and they're just going to charge into battle. It makes absolutely no sense. Why didn't they just fill in that little gap? It would have made the armour look a million times better. And Primaris hoods. What in the Emperor's name was someone thinking when they decided to install a hood on this power armor? It looks absolutely ridiculous. It looks like Buzz Lightyear is about to jump in and start purging heretics. Do what I did. Remove the Gravis armor hoods, remove any type of hood on your Marine, and it will look a million times better. Alright chaps, that is me done for another video. Tell me what you hate about Primaris Marines. Free your inner anger and let it rage in the comment section. It is a lawless comment section this afternoon, so jump in and free your mind. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you all very, very soon. See you now, and bye-bye.